In this video, you'll hear from Nancy Trench, the Assistant Director of Oklahoma State University's Fire Protection Publications. Nancy is well known in the field of fire and life safety education, and especially for her work with high-risk populations. Nancy's expertise is a great addition to the Start Safe Fire program, and here she offers advice and insights about teaching fire and life safety concepts to very young children.
Thanks for making time to watch this video about how to teach fire and life safety concepts to very young children. In the next few minutes, I'll share some simple steps you can take to ensure your presentations are developmentally appropriate for preschoolers. First, stick to the script. Use the messages that have been specially crafted for your young audience. Second, when you meet with the children, get down on their level. Just think how tall you are to a preschooler. Sit on the floor or on a low chair. Kneel or squat. Be comfortable, but make sure you're on their eye level. Keep it short. Try to stay within 10 to 12 minutes with preschoolers and watch for fidgeting. It is a sure sign you've lost their attention. Now use simple words, not baby talk, but say firefighter instead of captain, and fire truck or fire engine instead of apparatus. You get the idea. Now use positive words too. If you say, don't be afraid of firefighters, you introduce the idea of fear where it wasn't present. Instead, tell children that firefighters are friends. And I would avoid the phrase, don't hide. Again, it plants the thought. Better choices are to tell children that firefighters are helpers, or simply tell the children they need to get outside and stay outside. It's important to only use positive messages and to only model the right actions. Remember that these children look up to you and they're going to want to copy your behavior. Always show the correct way when you're demonstrating. For example, don't pick up matches, then tell children to never play with them. Instead, show them how to point to matches and then how to call for an adult to pick it up. For example, don't pick up something that could be hot and tell them not to. Instead, show them how to point to something hot and then how to call for an adult to put it away. Preschoolers do not understand the difference between real and pretend. If you demonstrate a dangerous behavior with the intention of showing them what they should not do, you run the risk that children will remember the dangerous behavior, but not that they shouldn't do it. Repeat, 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 and repeat again. Young children love repetition. Start Safe includes many ways you can reinforce the safety messages, starting with the I Spot Something Hot theme. Repetition helps children gain confidence, as well as learn new information. You can visit the classroom more than once and repeat the same lesson. The children will have more fun the second time. Work with small groups, one classroom at a time. You can achieve more in a small amount of time, and the small size allows for more personal interaction with the children. Don't frighten children. Research shows that fear shuts down the brain's responsibility. Yes, fire is serious, but young children are easily overwhelmed by the blunt facts about the effects of fire, and that is counterproductive. Remember, a scared child can't listen. Now, just as important is preventing anxiety. We teach young children to be careful of strangers. So when you enter the classroom, remember you're a stranger and one that is much bigger than the children. Go into the classroom dressed in a casual station uniform. Wait for the teacher to introduce you and move slowly into your presentation. As noted a moment ago, sit at the children's level. If you plan to show children your protective clothing, it's absolutely essential that you put it on in front of the children. Remember, do not enter the classroom dressed in firefighting gear. Now, this is a good time to review the basics of demonstrating your protective equipment. Ask yourself, why am I showing the children my gear? The answer? You want children to be familiar with a firefighter's protective equipment, so they won't be scared of you in an emergency. Take your time explaining each piece of clothing and equipment. You want children to know you are the same friendly firefighter when you're wearing your special firefighting clothes as when you're wearing your regular clothes. You look and sound different, but you are still the same friendly firefighter. Your breathing apparatus is the item that makes you look the most different. So be sure to put it on, connect the regulator, and let the children hear you breathe and talk through the mask. It's a good idea to let the children touch the gloves, helmets, and turnout fabric, but don't crawl towards them or approach them. Imagine what you look like to a child. That full protective gear probably looks pretty scary. Some children may just want to wave at you and not get too close. Okay, now, just a few more tips. Be positive and sincere. Kids will know if you are not happy to be there. Smile, relax, be yourself. You are a firefighter. You need to be a good role model. Just as we noted with positive modeling, this cannot be overstated. Children watch and learn through what adults do. They are mimics and they will mimic you, not just what they see you do in the classroom, but what they see you do in your community. Model appropriate safety behaviors like wearing your helmet when riding a bike, and wearing your seatbelt, and using the crosswalk at the school. One more note that I think is important. It is not appropriate for a teacher to leave you or any guest alone with children in the classroom. When you plan your visit, make a point of clarifying that you expect the teacher to remain in the classroom with you at all times. The teacher is an important partner, by the way. The teacher can help you determine if it's appropriate to demonstrate your protective clothing and can help direct the children's questions. Talk together before the first lessons with the children to determine any special concerns, such as a child who has experienced a serious burn or a fire. Start with the basic lessons included in Start Safe, especially I Spot Something Hot. If you can, visit the classroom more than once. It helps to repeat the lessons. Use the student activity sheets and the video with Rover and Freddie. When you're sure the children have learned the basic concepts, talk with the teacher to see if older students could handle additional information about stop, drop, and roll and other messages. In addition to classroom visits with the children, we really hope you'll work with the parents, possibly during a special meeting just for them. If you learn about homes that need smoke alarms, please, if it's possible, offer to visit those homes to install alarms for them and review the family's fire drill plan. During these meetings or the home visits, please be alert for any sign from a parent or teacher, or even through your own observations, that a child may be playing with or using fire or fire tools. If this is suspected, parents and caregivers should be informed immediately. Fire-setting behavior is very dangerous and an issue of great concern to the entire community. It requires professional intervention. When preschoolers visit your fire station, make the tour more than just bells and whistles. Yes, the children will love the trucks and the fire pole, but you can maximize their learning by incorporating Start Safe into your regular tours. It's very valuable to use the same key messages and the same language, whether you are in the classroom, leading a station tour, participating in a media opportunity, or doing any other type of outreach. All firefighters can use the same simplified messages for young children, and they just might be easier for older children and adults to understand as well. And finally, share the Start Safe program with your fellow safety educators. When all of you are familiar with the program, you will quickly find that consistent messaging, repeated over and over in a sensitive way, is the best policy to communicate about important fire and burn safety issues. Thanks for keeping this all in mind, and good luck as you implement the Start Safe program.